Why RIP is not the correct form of condolence. RIP means requiescat in pace, Latin, rest in peace. In Christianity, this short epitaph signifies wishing rest and peace to someone who has died. Christians bury the dead ones and the soul rests in peace in that grave until the day of judgment arrives. On Judgment Day, the Lord will decide who goes where, to heaven or to hell. They believe that on Judgment Day the dead will rise again. Until that time, the soul has to remain inside that coffin. Hence, the blessing rest in peace, until the day of judgment. Now, Hinduism does not have any concept such as that of rising of dead ones. Hinduism believes in reincarnation. It says that the cycle of birth and death is governed by the karma of individuals. The deceased individual would take another birth based upon the karma of this life. So there is no rest, hence, the concept of RIP is not valid in Hinduism. Hinduism believes in moksha, that is liberation from the endless cycles of birth and death. That's why instead of using RIP we should say, Om Shani or Atmako Sadgati Prapto, may the soul attain moksha, or simply Om Sadgati. Sadgati means salvation or liberation. We always pray that may the soul get liberated from the cycle of life and death. In fact, the concept of RIP would remotely come close to the concept of preta, evil, hungry ghosts, which is basically a curse in the Hindu way of life. An individual after leaving his/her body becomes a preta. When we say RIP, we are praying for the soul to remain locked in a standstill on earth as it becomes a preta for eternity. That's why in the Hindu way of life there is a concept of Tarahan, 13 days. For 13 days the family members of the deceased persuade the pretas every day with various invocations and offerings requesting them to leave this earth and move on to their next destination, which could be either incarnation or salvation, moksha. By saying Om Sadgati we prompt the soul to move on and not remain in peace here.